In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, পরম করুণা অতিশয় দয়াবান আল্লাহর নামে শুরু করিলাম। বিসমিল্লাহির রহমানির রহিম। Dear students, today again I have come to conduct class with you, and in the previous class I discussed two poems, one named The Traffic Police and the another one was She Walks in Beauty. And today, if Allah wishes, I will discuss two more poems. One, Love and Friendship, and it was of course written by William Shakespeare, and he worked during 1564 to 1616, and he was an English poet, and he is actually known as the King of England's King. And another poem shall be The Schoolboy, and it is written by William Blake, and he worked during 1757 to 1827, and he is also an English poet. Now dear listeners, as for love and friendship, at the beginning I would like to tell you some important points that love and friendship are two important demands of human life, and without these two vital elements it is virtually impossible to survive in the world comfortably. But unfortunately, in the modern contemporary society, these two vital elements have been disappeared, and that is why the poet has urged us to go to the forest. That is, we have been told to remain in the nature, and remaining in the nature we will be able to get real peace, and we will be able to enjoy our life. Though there will be some problems, but the problems are not as dangerous as the problems found in the human society. That is why it is wise to stay in the midst of nature. And let us read from the poem, and initially I will discuss line by line. And the poet is telling us that blow, blow, thou winter wind. Here wind has been personified. You know, in English literature, personification is an important thing, and it is visible in some important poems. Now, here the word thou is the meaning. Actually, thou stands for you. Here, the wind winter wind has been told to blow violently. If it is blown violently, the poet tells that no problem will be there. Those who are remaining in the forest, by being bored by the modern contemporary society life, those who have gone to the forest, they will not face any problem. They will be able to overcome it easily, because remaining in the modern society, there are so many problems, and human being can be very much cruel, and the cruelty of the human beings can create untold miseries. That is why it is far more better to remain in the forest and remain in the nature. And though winter and cold wind blow shall create a big problem to the people, but it is easily a matter of we will be able to overcome the situation very easily. Here the poet in the second line is telling that thou art not so unkind. According to the poet, the winter wind is not so unkind, but human being is repeatedly telling that human being is very much unkind, and for their own interest they can be very much brutal and unkind to other people. Actually, human being in the modern society has an intention to exploit other people, but nature does not have an intention like that. So nature can never be unkind as human being. As man's ingratitude, that is, people are naturally ingratitude. That is, people are not in a mood to show their gratitude to other people. If he is benefited by other people, he does not like to show his gratitude to the person who has done good to him. Rather, he becomes enemy, and he tries to do harm to the person who has done good for him. That is why the poet has told here that human beings in the society are ungrateful. Thy tooth is not so keen. Here the poet has mentioned that the wind blow has tooth, but actually it is not the original tooth. As long as he has personified the wind has tooth like human being, and the wind has the capability to attack people by blowing severe or violent wind blow, but it is not as dangerous as the attack of the human being. But we know in the modern society, human being has different dangerous weapons, and by using the weapons, he can do harm to other people. But wind blow cannot do as harm as the human being can do, because thou art not seen. We know wind blow is not a matter of seeing; it is a matter of realizing only. And at the time of blowing wind, we do not see it; just we can realize. So the poet is telling that an invisible thing can never do harm as the harm of the people they are doing to the other people. Although the breed be rude, here the poet is telling that sometimes the breed of the wind blow can be a bit rude. We know sometimes in during storm time the wind blows violently, and it can do harm to the society, and it does harm to the human habitation. But it is dangerous, but in comparison with the danger of the people, it is not at all a dangerous thing. And here again the poet has told us that hey ho, sing hey ho. Unto the green holy, hey ho has been used here. Actually, this hey ho sound is actually the rejoicing sound. In English, we know there are some more words, hurrah, bravo. This type of rejoicing sounds, hey ho, is also a rejoicing sound. In Bengali, sometimes while singing song, we also say la la la, hey hey. This type of sound actually hey ho. And the poet is telling us to sing song with the green holy. Holy is one kind of green tree, and it is actually the green tree with evergreen leaves. And the poet is advising us to remain in the midst of nature. Most friendship is failing. Here the poet is telling that friendship in the modern society is failing. There is no any real friend. All those who come to behave as friends, they are actually fake. Most loving may are folly. Here the poet is telling us that loving in the society, it is also one kind of folly. That is stupidity. That is, sometimes people come to love us, to show their love. Actually, they don't have any real heart. They come to exploit us as a friend and as a lover, and just after the completion of their exploitation, they simply say goodbye. And we usually think about them, but they never show their face to us. Rather, they show their back, and they continue to deceive us. We feel them, and our heart sheds tearing blood. And it is actually the real thing of our society. But in the nature, there is anything like that. Then, hey ho, the holy, this life is more jolly. Here, the poet has again expressed his optimistic view. He has advised us to remain in jolly mood. That is, nothing to be demoralized for all this troublesome thing of the society. He has advised us to sing. That is, he has advised us to remain in jolly mood. And in the final stanza, here the poet again has used the personification. Here he has brought sky. Freeze, freeze, thou bitter sky. Here he has brought the sky, and he has urged the sky to freeze everything, because he is not afraid of the freezing state. Rather, he is able to face if the situation is frozen, because in the modern society he has got a lot of problems. But in the midst of nature, though there will be problem, that is, there will be cold, there will be winter, there will be rough weather, this will not problem him at all. He will be able to face. And even if he is frozen, he is ready to face this, because he has been totally bored by the modern society life. So whatever is he wants to remain free. And thank you very much. Thank you everybody. Assalamu alaikum.